Okay, so we are going to look at AutoIT. What is the purpose of AutoIT? We know Selenium can be used for automating web components, right? But you come to a situation, or you arrive at a situation where you might have to deal with Windows components. So one of the window component is, for example, if I open this URL, if I open this URL here, so you will see that it has an option to do file upload. If you will come down here, choose file, right? So it brings up a window like this, and this for sure is not a sorry, it's not a HTML component, but it's rather a Windows component. Okay, so how do we handle this? There are two ways to do it. One is AutoIT and another is Sikuli. So first of all, we look at AutoIT and then we'll move on to Sikuli. So what we do is, the instructions are very clear, and let's try it along with me. Okay, so I'll start with going to this particular page. I will download AutoIT download and install it. Okay, so if I go to this link, you would have download AutoIT and download editor, right? So these two I had earlier sent you link also to do the downloads. Okay, assuming that you have already done the downloads, now what we are going to do is, this is the download part. You can read it whenever you get time. Now you have to set it up. Have you installed both of this? Okay, so after installing it, you will get an element like this, which is auto3info.exe. So let me go in my directory and see if I can find that. So in my C drive, in my program files, what was that? Was it in programs? Yes, AutoIT. So here, so if you will see, it says open auto3info.exe. so I will launch this. Oh sorry, auto3info, sorry, this one you have to click. So it brings up a dialog box like this. Okay, now once it brings up a dialog box like this, what we have to do, and we will again follow the instructions here. I will also open that that Windows component upload. Okay, so for that I will go back here. Where is that? Here. I will open this as well, right? So I have both of them open in front of me. Let me change the size. Okay, now here what I have to do is, I have to left press on this icon here. Do you see this finder tool here? I will left press it and I will drag it and move it on this file component. Okay, so as a result of this drag, you will see that title has changed to open, and the class is combo box and instance is 1, right? So this is an information of this Windows component in front of you. Fine. So then how can we use it? Let's go and read further. So assuming I have this information in front of me, I will move in further. So see, it's dragging here, putting in on the component, and this is the info, basic window info, which has got updated here, right? If you come down, now open an editor which is installed in AutoIT 3 SCITE. So I will again go back to my Windows Explorer. This is the editor I have to open, right? So it will launch an editor for me. So this is that editor. Okay, so let's say that is the editor I have to open. Now there are 3-4 for this particular example there are only 3 methods which we are going to make use of. For more there is a documentation available from the website where you downloaded this exe. So if you will see, okay, so here I have file upload which, okay, just 1 minute, it seems okay, let's go back here. Okay, so here you will see it says click on that particular text box. I mean I want to take my control focus on open to edit one. So this is open and this is combo box. It was showing as combo box. Actually it should let me do it once again. Let me, so open edit one, fine. So I have to, in the editor I have to say control focus on this open. So let me just back it up, which is my upload file -1 AutoIT. So I will just go here and I will first take a backup of this file. So I will go here, automation on AutoIT, which is this file upload 1. Okay, I'll just back it up and then I will come back here and I will change this to, what is the name of the field? It is open, right? It is OPEN. Second is empty valid. Edit one is this edit one. Okay, so it is saying that move the focus to this particular component which is identified by title open and class instances edit one. Clear so far? Then next is I say that on that box which is open, control set text of open. What was that? Open here, right? OPEN edit one and set this value, means it is as good as pop-up. Here I am typing something, hello.txt, means on this I am setting some text, right? And then after that I have to perform a click operation on open. So I will drag this and I will move it here. Okay, here it is become now open button 1, right? Here on the this window it is open button 1. Okay, so if I go back here, here I am saying open OPEN button 1, right? So these are the kind of operations I am going to perform. Okay, so I'll save this file. Once I save it, I will go back to my documentation from Guru 99. So it did all these things, added second line, added third line also. Okay, now I save this file with the default extension AU3. Okay, so this is my file here with extension AU3, right? Now I will delete the existing exe. Now I'll right click it and I'll say if you are on 64-bit operating system, choose this option. If you are on 32, choose this option. So I am on 64, I'll choose this. So it will generate an exe file. Now what is this exe file doing? This exe file is an executable file or a Windows executable file which is performing all these operations for us. Which operations? These 3 operations, isn't it? Take the focus to that, set the text to this, and then perform click. So in our program, what we have to do is we have to just call this executable file. So there is a runtime.getRuntime, and in that you can pass an exe. So with your normal Selenium, what will you do? You will launch this browser, right? In normal Selenium, you launch this browser. You will search for this button, and you will say click. After the click is done, you will call that exe file, and you are done, right? So let's look at a program for this one. It's a very simple program, so I'm not going to type it. I have already it seems I have already saved it somewhere for you. So actually this is not a very good approach to use. There is one more which I am going to show to you. Sikuli is there because it is only for Windows. As far as commonly is concerned is I mean it depends upon the kind of operation you are trying to do. And if you do that website from where you loaded, all these things are documented. Like there is a documentation for Selenium. Similarly, there is a documentation for each method and what is the meaning of each argument that is being passed. Okay. So if you will go here in Eclipse, so if you will go to AutoIT Chrome, now all of this will look familiar to you. I am opening a file. Okay, all this is regular, right? You set property, Chrome, maximize implicitly, all that. Then you open that URL which I just gave to you. In that you say find this element, this also you know, and you just perform a click. So let's only do this much first. Let's see if it launches the browser for us. So right click, run as test engine. Let's see what happens. Okay, so actually it has launched here in my another display. So it has brought up this window for us. Okay, now we have reached this far. Now the remaining task is to call the executable. Yes, so there is a simple line of code provided in Java. You say runtime dot get runtime. Runtime is what? Okay, let me remove this comment here. So it's a class from java.lang. So if you go F2, so this is a java.lang runtime. It has a method get runtime dot execute that exe file. So it will perform rest of the operation which we were trying to do, and it will open up that it will choose that text box, type something there and click on open. So let's try to do that. Okay, it has opened here on this window for me. Okay, somehow it has failed, it seems. Let's see what is happening. It didn't do anything, right? It didn't. Just 1 minute. It was not. It didn't do anything on this box, right? Let's run it again. Let me close this. Let me close this. launched here. It brought up a window, but why it is not doing anything? Okay, you understood the approach, right? Can you please try it out and see if you can make it work on your machines? Maybe there is some problem here. I did it for, and if you are doing it for Chrome or Firefox, take care of one thing. And I faced this problem that first launch the dialog box with program, and then the dialog box which comes, try to drag that on that actual window, not on the one by doing it manually. You understand what I am saying? Launch this window with program, and on this dialog box use that component to find the file name and open. Yes, it will open. Yes, and the one which opens here on this perform that operation which we just did. Yes. So can you please try? Let's see if we can get it to work. So you people have tried what do you say, file upload using AutoIT to handle the Windows component. Now, as a when you tried this, you generated an exe file, and since it is an exe file, that means it will only work for Windows environment. Then what do we do if it is a different environment? So there is something called Sikuli. Sikuli is another way of handling. I'll talk about Sikuli, but before that, I'm sending you a link. Please take that link and download the jar files and add all the jar files in your class path. Once you are done, let me know, then we'll get started. Okay, so I'm pinging or sending the link to download Sikuli jars in your mail. Please check your mails and download the jar files, include all the jar files in your class path, and then we look at the programming. Okay, so now again let's understand how Sikuli works. There is a very nice explanation for this given in Guru 99. So let's read up a little bit here. If you want, you can also open it on your machines. So Sikuli is an open source GUI based automation tool. It is for any GUI, not only for web based. It is used to interact with web elements on a web page and handling Windows based pop-up, right? For web page and pop-ups. It uses a technique of image recognition to interact with the elements of the web page and Windows pop-up. Okay, Sikuli considers all the elements of a web page as image and recognize the element picker based on their images. So what happens here? Image comparison happens. So this time, last time what we did, we launched AutoIT, we dragged that component and we created a script and exe and all that, but we cannot use it for Windows, right? Sorry, we cannot use it anywhere except Windows. So now what I'm going to do is same thing, same problem I'll try to solve, but this time a little differently. So let's say I again bring up that pop-up box, and this pop-up box I'll take screenshot of this text box. So what I mean by that, I take a screenshot of this much and save it, and then next is I will take screenshot of open and save it. So I have already saved it in my machine. Let me show that to you. So if you go here in my machine, I have it saved here already. Automation AppM, where is my Sikuli? Okay, it's here basically. Okay. So I have taken those screenshot for text box, which is this one. I believe I'm using this 3 and 3. Okay. Now the code is very simple. Let's look at that. One thing do remember is that the challenge which I faced with working on this is that in order to take screenshot, I launched the browser manually, and then the pop-up which came up, I took screenshot of those windows and tried to work on that, but it did not work that way. So then I launched the pop-up with the program, and the window which comes up with the program, I took screenshot of that. uh, Truly speaking, I don't know whether it should have made a difference, but after trying a lot of times when it did not work, this is what I tried and it worked for me. So I will go here. Let me cancel this. Let me show the code for you. I'll show the code to you all. So let's go here. Okay, now what I am doing here, there are 2-3 important line of code here. Rest everything is same. And I get this. I create a screen object. This is coming from those jar files which I have given you, and then I create a pattern of the file. So this is text box 3, and this button 3, right? So 3 and 3 is what? Let me show that to you. Image. So I think I have put it here in, where is my pictures? Pics, where was that? Okay, I have the path here in the program itself. So I will go to this path. Where is that path? This one. Okay. Okay, so this is the path. Okay, now here this 3 is the this open button for me, simple open button, right? And the other one 3 is this this text box. So I have taken screenshot of those components which I want to work on, and I have saved on my local machines. Now what I am doing is simply I am saying I want to create a pattern for this and this image. So two objects are created for file input and open. Now I launch Chrome, get the URL and find that, and click, so that pop-up comes. Now only these 3 lines is doing the magic. I am waiting for the input text box to show up for 5 minutes. Sorry, this is 5 seconds. You can see the what you say unit in documentation. Then I am saying s.type. So on this text box image, type maven.txt and then s.click of open button. So it's such a beautiful thing. I will say that using that image, I am comparing that image with a pop-up that has come up, and with that comparison I am able to type on the text box and click on open. Understood what I am? So let's do that. Right click, run as Java application. So it might come up here, so I will just keep the window. Okay, so here it's waiting for 5 seconds. It didn't work. Okay, there is some problem. Cannot cannot find this file in the region. Okay, so then this is the right program. This is Chrome. Let me run this one. Okay, some issue is it with exception failed, cannot find this. No, it is as a working code, cannot find p colon this is in this. Okay, fine. I will also try it. You also try it. So you understood what we have to do, right? Take a simple screenshot of that part of it, and then 2-3 lines of additional code is required, and that should work for you. Okay, so I'm just sending the code, and you take snag it. Use snag or snipper or snag it or whatever you want to use to take the screenshot. Okay, so I'll quickly send the code to you.